You want to see yourself be as successful as someone who has fancy cars, a fancy home, big property, all kinds of success. What you need to do is stop believing the current story that is coming from a place of lack for these things, that we can't be as good as certain individuals. And what you need to do is start to embody the person that has that success. And then ask yourself the empowering questions. Why don't I have that type of home if that is what you desire? Why don't I have a nicer piece of property than what I currently have because I can't afford it, or whatever that story is? You have to stop envying other people. Envy comes from lack for those things and a belief in the current story that we are not good enough to achieve such success as these other individuals, and that things are handed to other people and life is not fair. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, if that's what you tell yourself, that's the type of self-talk, self-concept, if you want to touch on a little bit of yesterday's video, go back there. I'll link it at the end here. The self-concept, well, you need to rearrange the way that you're looking at yourself in your current life and what you currently do for a living, or the amount of abundance that you have in your life. And switch the perspective of where you're at right now. From not having enough to, even if I had the amount of money that this person does, or with the mansion, 2-level garage, Maserati, whatever type of car you desire or dream of, it's not that you can't achieve it. It's that we are stuck living in our current line of time here that is coming from a place of not being able to do that. But you need to change the current perspective, the current story. That you are already enough. What is in your life, you are already whole. You are already capable of achieving what those people have. It wasn't handed to them. And start to embody the type of individual that takes action in life. It's going to change your state. Because your state, everything that's reflected back to you on the outside by the outer world will be in accordance to it. But you only get in life a mirror reflection of who you are being, not what you are thinking you need. And when you get away from thinking I need, you drop the lack. You become abundant. You become successful. And you lose the envy. So we are not living in negative states like our old character, our old personality. We create someone who is going to switch that personality to already feeling love, whole, rich, abundant, capable of great relationships. And then you are embodying a state of spirit, a state of mind and being and body, of being able to manifest these things on a spiritual quantum level, and not just trying to manifest them to have the surface object come to you, like just wanting to manifest winning the lotto without actually being on the level of somebody who is equal to that money. And then you get all that money and you spend it on whatever problems you have, like if it's alcohol, smoking weed, doing cocaine, hiring hookers if you're not getting enough in the sack. You have to fix a lot of what's going on here. And both of them, what's going on up here and here. A lot of it comes from what didn't work out in the past. And if life is not fair now, it's because you are doing that to yourself about the reality you are currently living in. It's not reality. It's not the world. The world doesn't hate you. Money doesn't hate you. That woman or guy who ghosted you doesn't hate you. You are making yourself angry about the way they behave towards you. And your field was willing to tolerate that at the time. And you were willing to acknowledge those feelings instead of dropping it there and allowing it to flow through the body and be gone. And what it did when it wasn't being able to flow through the body and be gone, it came through the body. I didn't like that. Not being able to create a new business and attract clients. Not being able to text the person I have a crush on and get a text back. I didn't like it. I didn't allow it to flow through the body and be gone. I had to acknowledge it and identify with how they felt about me. And then I started to create an identity based on it. And it's not just with relationships. That is the same with looking at someone who's richer than us, who has more success than us, and envying them and thinking it's not possible. You have to come up with the steps. Switch the state. Like I said, the neuro associations when things don't work out and we get angry. Things don't work out, we are the victim. Things don't work out, life's not fair. Things don't work out, I must be ugly. Things don't work out, I'm not good enough to coach people. Things don't work out, I can't keep doing this on YouTube if people aren't commenting or coming to subscribe or giving me the numbers I need to get monetized. That is all a story. It is it. When you say that's it, drop the pen, boom, mic drop. It switches like a flick of a light switch. When you flick that light switch on, and like yesterday's video, you become a gamer, that money's not going to be that far away from you achieving it. So you have to find a model of somebody that has this wealth that you would like to have in your life. Model some of what they did. Because there has to be some type of track record of them being where you're at before they took the steps to achieve this success. And if that's what you need to do, then you're going to have to start from the beginning. This is not just money is given and presented to you. You're going to have to work on this. And it starts with working on this first. Personal development. Developing the character. Developing the neurological associations of being worthy, of being rich and abundant, attractive. Not just in relationships, attractive towards clients and a business that is going to make you money. And when you stop needing it and looking at things out there when people judge you and don't resonate with you as you being the victim, or you having to take on the way that they view you and allowing your field of energy to base a character on their opinion. There comes a separation of tasks. When people aren't in alignment with us, it is not our task to change how they feel about us. It is not our task to change their opinion about what we're doing to achieve success. You have to keep going after it by any means necessary. And when you start to brainstorm on what this life could be like, what do I need to drop? What is this victim mentality here that I'm hanging on to? What am I clinging on to? What is it that I put so much focus and emphasis on that is not working out, and it makes me hate, makes me envy? You have to change that to refocus. When this thing comes in and triggers you, you refocus. Okay? I'm going to realign. I'm going to refocus my energy. Something happens and it just didn't work out in your favor. Refocus. Get out pen and paper and start writing. Journaling daily is essential. Meditation every day is essential. You see my energy change on the channel? I wasn't just like this overnight. I wasn't like this on video 1. But I continued to work on myself, and I modeled other YouTubers that I'm inspired by. Not to copy their work, but to see what works and doesn't work, so that I could build a community, and then I could inspire others the same way that I have changed my life. It's not about me being better than others. It's about people who align with me, who see my message and path for what it is instead of judging me. And knowing that we are creating a movement here. And people who are going to judge what we are doing and don't resonate with it, well, they will stay stuck where they're at. Because we're about achieving success on the channel as we are character building. I'm on your team. Some things I may talk about in videos may trigger you, but it's happening for you because I got your back. I sometimes have to hit the tough spots, but I'm doing it to give you a hand. And it's up to you what you want to do with the material and the advice given. So find someone this week. If you want a different career, or you're in a career that's you're stuck, you're not achieving anything, look at someone who's got the better numbers than you, who's got the success, who's got the wealth, who's got the garage, who's got the big property. And stop envying that person. Start feeling a passion for life, and find purpose for your life. Instead of focusing on things that weren't working out, focusing on things that kept us stuck, bad habits. I'll make a video related to atomic habits. I read Atomic Habits. You replace these bad habits we did with our lives. They're drugs, not being able to have sex with people. Some people use pornography. I'll make a video about replacing bad habits with good ones, because that is also part of the character identity that you see here today. I had to get away from my old identity. So there's a number of topics. And don't be afraid to drop video topic titles in the comments sometimes. I like those, because if I see a topic idea and it matches the vibe on this channel here, more than likely I'll make a video for you. I even sometimes do polls where you guys get to pick what tomorrow's video is going to be. For example, like yesterday I put ghosting, self-concept, or the universe, about the universe and God's energy being within us. I still didn't make a universe or allowing the divine to live in through us and all around us video, that I'll make one this upcoming week. So I really like the direction we're going on, because we are achieving success together. The more that you start to embody this personality, because when you change your personality, you are going to change your personal reality. Thank you, Joe Dispenza. Because after I started to take that man's advice, after that book I read, Changing the Habit of Being My Old Self, and I created a new self, and now I help others create new selves, new characters that are empowered to being able to achieve anything we want in life, in the form of relationship, abundance, success in business, and then live our most loving life in flow, in alignment with people who will mirror back to us how great we really are at our core for being our true selves. So I thank you for watching this one. We'll see you on the next video.